Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about things that go wrong in business or in your life, and this is huge because whenever you start a venture or you start a new service or start a new product or whatever it is, you start to work on it, and then everything goes really well and you're doing amazing, and then all of a sudden, out of 10 instances, maybe one thing goes wrong, right? And then everything goes sideways and you're like, oh man, this ain't gonna work out, so I'm not sure. And then you look at it and you say, well, things are going wrong. Then you start to get to the mentality of like, oh man, like, what if it happens again? Now you start to expect it. And then now you start looking for things like that. And then all of a sudden your mindset shifts, right? So it's really important to, when things go wrong, is to be like, you know what? This all went wrong, like this one went wrong, that's okay. That's just one. That's a one-off, right? Now look back at the ones that went right, or maybe that's the first one that went wrong. You're like, it's okay, it's the first one. Let me go to the second one and let me make that one right. Let me learn from this wrong, take the knowledge from this and apply it to improve my process, improve my service, or improve my product, right? So actually, if you think about it, when things go wrong in your business or in your life, it's basically a learning experience. And I know this sounds very like, of course, of course it's a learning experience. I get that, Paul. But really understanding that and understanding it right now, but then looking at it and applying it to your life and seeing when things go wrong and practicing that when things go wrong, that I'm going to practice taking that wrong and turning it to a right is an acquired skill. And I'll tell you something for sure, being positive is one thing, but being positive in terms of your action from a negative outcome or from something that went wrong, I mean, that takes a very special person because although all of us can do it, however, it's just like all of us can also be in shape and have six-pack abs, but do we have it, right? Because it takes those special people that put in the work and put in the time and do it, right? Like you look at a lot of these fitness trainers, they may be great at getting in shape, but then they have trouble with business, or maybe they're good at business, maybe they have trouble with getting in shape, or maybe their relationships suck, or it doesn't matter, right? Like it could be anything. It could be your finance. You could be great at your relationships, but then you're terrible at business. So that's okay. Take those things from your relationships that you're doing well and think that, you know what, I put in my work for that. I'm patient when things happen. So let's say you have a great relationship with somebody and you're like, that I'm really good at, but I'm not good at, with my business in terms of sales. Well, you say, okay, you know what, in my relationships, I'm very understanding and I listen, and then when I listen and I communicate and I'm very understanding and I work through problems. But ask yourself, in your sales, do you do that? Maybe you don't. Maybe there's something from there that you can apply to your sales. Maybe there's something you can apply to your marketing, Maybe there's something in your fitness that you can say, you know what, I put in my work every day and I've got abs and I go and I see junk food and I don't eat it, or I just manage it. I'll have it once in a while. I reward myself maybe once a week. And you say, okay, you know what, that takes discipline. But then when it comes to your relationships, you're like, oh, I've been going out with this girl for 3 months and, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, I don't put in my time and I'm like, I don't care. And that's the same thing. It's the same thing as with your business, right? So if you look at your business and you're like, you know what, I started this new venture. This one product I have is selling really good, but now I'm launching this other product, but I don't even give it any attention. I just set it up and say, oh, it's going to do well. But that's not always the case, right? So you want to look at that and say, maybe this product needs my attention a little bit more. Maybe this service needs my attention. Maybe I need to put in that little bit more work, a little bit more understanding, and understanding that relationship, right? And that relationship with that product or that service further improves your, your mentality about it, improves the actual product or service, right? So, when you're looking at all this, you want to think to yourself that, when things do go wrong, what am I doing to make them right? What am I doing to learn from that and take it into a right? This is very important. Anyways, if this helps you, I would be very happy to hear any comments or anything or any suggestions. I'm all ears. I'm always open to anything. And I'm here to learn and I'm here to share, and I want to see you guys grow. I want to grow myself too, right? And we grow by having things, sometimes go wrong. When they go wrong, we actually grow, because when it goes wrong, guess what happens? We as people, have to transform. Therefore, when we're transforming, we're growing, we're gaining experience. Okay, guys? Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope this video helped you. And if you're feeling down, it's okay, man. Like, push on. That's what we got to do. We all feel down. We all have feelings. You're not alone. All right? Wish you guys the best. Let's rock your businesses. Let's rock your lives.